I have an important question for you. And that is, do you love yourself? Now, I'm not talking about narcissistic or egocentric tendencies. I'm talking about real, simple, unconditional love for the beautiful human being that you are. Because if you don't love yourself, chances are you aren't living your best life, enjoying the best possible relationships, or even achieving goals that you've set for yourself. So let me know, do you love yourself? The most important relationship in your entire lifetime is with you, and you need to start there. I know so many people, even in this group, who struggle to like themselves, much less love themselves, and that makes me sad. I mean, take a minute and think about it. You know, the golden rule, or another version of it, is to love your neighbor as yourself. Well, if you were to love your neighbor as you love yourself, would that love for your neighbor be worth anything at all? Something to consider. And maybe you think you do love yourself. Here are some signs that maybe you don't, even if you think you do. Number one, do you always look for ways to lose weight, fix something about your appearance, or put everyone else before you and never take time for yourself? If you said yes to any of those, you may not be showing yourself the love that you deserve. Now, we are all our own worst critics, but if you think you aren't enough, you're not practicing self-love. You are enough, just exactly like you are right now, perfectly imperfect you. This is not, however, an excuse to do nothing and remain exactly where you are. Shunryu Suzuki said, "You are perfect as you are, and there is room for improvement." So it's not an either or, it's a yes and. To make informed choices about changes meant for you, you have to know, accept, and love yourself. So if you want to change anything at all, you have to learn to accept and love yourself in your current circumstances. Now, I am currently reading an amazing book called Good Morning, I Love You by Dr. Shauna Shapiro. It's all about practicing mindfulness and gives you a lot of self-compassion practices. In other words, being kind to yourself and showing yourself some love. She presents a lot of neuroscience along with those practices, and if you're drawn to that kind of thing, I highly recommend the book. The most impactful practice she shares is also the most simple, and you know I love simplicity. So I've decided to practice this every single day this month. And my challenge to you, especially if you struggle to love yourself, is that you do this every single day for an entire month. It's simple and it takes no time at all. Every morning, when I get out of bed and head to the bathroom, I stop when I get to the mirror. I look myself in the eye and I say, "Good morning, Karen. I love you." I'll admit the first time I did it, I kind of giggled and felt uncomfortable, but I got used to it. The thing to remember there is you probably will too, and that's totally okay. Feel uncomfortable and do it anyway. Do it again the next day. Shauna Shapiro says that there are days when you won't feel that love at all, but there will also be days where you feel a deep, unconditional love for you. That's what it means to practice. Not perfectly, but as the perfectly imperfect human being that you are. And I can tell you that in just the last 4 days, that uncomfortable feeling has gone. And not only have I felt that deep unconditional love I have for me, the human being, but this morning practice has helped me start every day with gratitude for yet another day to live this human experience. And I know it can do the same for you. So that's all I have to share with you today. I'm not seeing any comments yet, but when you do comment, I will answer them all. Let me know if you decide to try this practice, take on this challenge, because I think it can help every single one of us. And I know it can help you. Then let me know how it worked out for you. Give me an update in a couple of weeks or a month. Has it made a big change in your life? Has it made a change in the way you truly feel about yourself? That's what we're going for here. Baby steps, progress. Remember, we're all perfectly imperfect, just exactly as we are, and there's room for some improvement. Thanks for being here, and I'll talk to you again soon.